Well, good morning. Today is Sunday, March 28th, and today is my sister Denise's birthday. Maybe she'll watch my video today since she knows I sing birthday greetings, because she doesn't usually watch. Although Denise is the one that started the channel when it was just Let's Get Fit. So I'll leave a link down below if you want to go see some older videos of Denise and I when we first started. Well, Denise started the channel in 2016. I kind of horned in a little bit, did some weekly vlogs and stuff like that, and then she just got tired of doing it, and I took over and changed the name to Let's Get Fit with Sandy. But if you want to look at some older videos of myself, it's listed. I'll have a link in the description box down below. But anyway, so Denise, is her birthday today. She is 61. She's 10 years younger than me. Well, she's actually 10 and a half years younger than me. No, older than... Oh, no. How did that go? No, I am 9... How? Now I'm confused. I won't be 71 until September. Yeah, she's 10 and a half years younger than me. Oh, that makes me older, doesn't it? Yeah, that does. I don't like that. I shouldn't have done the math. I was feeling pretty high over then. I was feeling pretty darn good. Now I do the math and realize that no. Is that right? Now I'm confused. And you know, math was one of my better subjects. I got straight A's in algebra and geometry. Failed miserably when I got into trigonometry. Lost that one completely. But, is that right? She's 61. I'm 70. Okay, now I'm really confused with the math. No. I'm 9.5. I'm 9.5 years older than her, right? 9.5. Yeah, I think I'm 9.5. Okay, I am confused. What a day! What a way to start the day off. I think I'm 9.5. Yeah, I'm 9.5 years older than her. Okay. It's neither here nor there. Today's Denise's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Denise. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Love you. Get rid of all this smoke from all the thinking too hard. Get rid of all that. I'm still confused. But it's also Rebecca Howard's birthday. So Rebecca, you get a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rebecca. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, happy birthday to Rebecca and Denise. This is like looking at my bird feeders. I need to get some food in them feeders. I haven't seen that many birds, but they've obviously been here because the food is getting kind of gone, as they say. I haven't attended church services yet. Today's Palm Sunday. I haven't attended my services yet because I was looking for something in the freezer to take out for my dinner today. I decided on chicken. And I thought, this is a disorganized mess. So I'm just going to organize it a little bit better. So then I was organizing it. And then I saw that I have my Ezekiel bread. I just had a couple slices left that are so stuck together I can't get them apart. So I wanted to put them on the counter to thaw a little bit because I'm going to have some Ezekiel toast with some holy guacamole and some eggs and some berries for my breakfast. And so I got the freezer all organized, got the bread out, and then I thought, well, I better make sure that I have some guacamole in the refrigerator, which led to cleaning out the refrigerator. So I pulled everything out of the refrigerator, cleaned it all out, and yeah, I did have some guacamole in there. I had some stuff I didn't realize I had. And it still hadn't reached its expiration date. So, okay, question, let me know in the comments below. I have some salad dressing that expired, supposedly, on March 6th. Now, does that mean I can still eat it, even though it's in the refrigerator? Or should I toss it? I don't know. I think I can still eat it, or use it, or whatever. I think that's just a suggested date, you know. Because when I was growing up, I don't remember anything ever having expiration dates on it. I mean, your milk did, obviously. But as far as like your butter and your, well, maybe the bread too. But other than that, I don't realize, you know, like remember. Of course, I was a kid. Well, I wasn't paying attention to any of that stuff. But back then when I was growing up, way back in the olden days, they didn't use preservatives as much as they use it now. That could be one of the reasons. I think there's a lot of reasons why kids when I was growing up were thinner. I mean, you all had that fat kid in your class, unfortunately, but I think those kids were hormonal issues. I really do. But I think that the fact that my generation, some, not all, but most, weren't really that much overweight, because I think that they ate healthier, first of all, because your mothers are, maybe even your fathers in some cases, because my grandfather in Boston did all the, was it my grandfather in Boston or my grandfather here? One of them. I didn't know my grandparents that well, but one of them did all the cooking. I think it was my grandfather in Boston did all the cooking. But anyway, and my son Danny does all the cooking in his house. So I don't know, whatever. Well, I'm getting sidetracked now. But we ate healthier because we ate foods that were in season. Because I would have been lost. I wouldn't have got my berries, because my berries only came like when it was strawberry season, or raspberry season. You didn't get them in the winter. So in the winter you ate a lot of apples and oranges and grapefruit and things like that. And in the summer you had your berries and your grapes and things like that. And we had a lot of canned vegetables growing up. But we ate healthier. We were outside way more. I mean, way more. You didn't watch TV during the day because there was nothing on but your mother's soap operas. That was it. That was or Queen for a Day. Remember Queen for a Day? I used to like to watch Queen for a Day. I liked Queen for a Day. I liked The Millionaire, when he'd come to your house and give you a check for $1 million. I kept looking for him to come to my house. He never came to my house. And then like on Saturdays you watched your cartoons, and then you watched Sky King and things like that. But we were outside constantly and eating healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, healthy dinner. Everything was basically made from scratch. And how did I get on this subject? I don't know how I got on this subject. Once again, Sandy took a side road. I'm glad you guys hold on, because sometimes I just take such a sharp turn and I forget to get back to that main road. Something about eating healthy. Eat my berries. Something. I don't know. It's completely lost to me now. But anyway, I just think that we need to eat healthier, I guess, is my plan. It's like the good old days. When I was watching some things yesterday, I was watching 48 Hours. And they were just showing flashbacks of this girl that was missing, of all of her growing up and stuff like that. And it kind of made me wish, in a way, that my life was like a movie. That how many of us watch our favorite movies and then we can pause at our favorite part, or we can watch a certain movie. I watch movies more than once. I watch movies all the time. But I like going to my favorite part of the movie. I really do. And it's like watching that favorite part of the movie over and over and over again, to the point that we know the lines. Like I'm telling you, if my family was to sit down and watch The Wizard of Oz, we would say the lines right along with it. I mean, I just do. Jim was watching Robin Hood last night. I asked him, how many times do you think you've seen this movie? And he couldn't even fathom a guess. He's watched it so many times. But I knew, and I don't watch it that often, but I come in and hear bits and pieces of it. Jim's favorite actor is Errol Flynn. So anything with Errol Flynn he always watches. But Robin Hood is like his all-time favorite, and he watches that constantly. And I can say the lines along as they're saying them, and it's only because I'm mocking the movie, because I just think it's kind of cheesy. But it's Jim's favorite movie, and it's just... So I think a lot of times in life I just wish that I could go back and relive certain portions of my life, and I just wish I could do it again, Sometimes, don't we all wish that, like, that's never going to happen again? I mean, the birth of my first child, the first steps of my children when they walked, all the joy I felt in that. I can remember that, but I'll never be able to relive it, So, I don't know. My aspect of heaven is I get to relive any part of my life I want to relive. And I can really do that now somewhat. I can kind of, somewhat try to relive it. But I don't know if it's just the whole pandemic thing. I went to the post office yesterday and I got mail, and there was not one car in the parking lot. There was not one person in the post office because it was closed. There weren't workers or nobody. There was nobody, because I went like at 7 o'clock at night, something like that. And I went in without my mask on, and it felt odd. It just felt so odd. And I didn't feel the need to put the mask on because there was no people, there was nobody around, and I thought if somebody came to the office while I was in there, I would just bring my shirt up and cover my nose. But it was weird. It was just weird. But anyway, I know I'm rambling today, just rambling. I don't have any other plans today. I'm going to watch my services on YouTube for Palm Sunday and just stay on track. I've planned out my day. I told you I was going to have for breakfast and my dinner. Constantly working on myself. That's all I can do. I have to think of myself as a project that I need to work on. So I'm going to dedicate my whole week to working on this project of Sandy and trying to get back on track because I need to get back to 100%. I really do. I just I did fairly well yesterday. I mean, I could have done better, but you know, I could have done way worse. I know that. And I think that as consistent as I've been, I need to be a little bit more consistent. I think I've been making healthy choices and stuff, and I just need to just stay on that track and stay on that road. And you know me, I'm not giving up. Just not giving up. I just kind of wish I would know why I got on that tangent about when I was growing up. I used too many of my brain cells trying to do that math at the beginning. That's what did it. But we're going to take a quote from Patty Casey's book. Let's see if it applies. We're just going to show you that I don't have any markers on it. Oh, if you could say some prayers for my sister-in-law, she needs some prayers. I'd appreciate it. So add her to your chain, if you can. All right, let's see what the quote is for today. Our anxiety does not empty tomorrow of its sorrows, but only empties today of its strengths. It's a lack of faith that makes people afraid of meeting challenges, and I believe in myself. Perfect quotes for today. So thank you, Patty, for sharing the quotes with us. I love this book. I read it every day. I just open it like that at random, and I told you, I'm a firm believer that everything in the universe comes back. You know, you got to have positive vibes. Positive vibes. When we were going around helping David get his paperwork and everything together for the loan, when we went the first time to the loan office, I don't know, she was saying that she needed something else, a little bit more money out of David's savings account or something for the loan, and it was, you know, so we left, and Jim says, it doesn't sound like he's going to get the loan, and I went, stop it! Don't do that! You don't do that. You're putting bad vibes out into the air. I'm thinking positive. It's just like we just need to get this one little hurdle taken care of for David, and he'll be fine. And so we went back to the dealership, and it was like the paperwork. It was all in the paperwork, because once we got the paperwork all written up the right way and brought it back, the loan was approved. I told Jim, I said, see, you were trying to throw negative energy out there, and my positive energy overcame your bad energy. But anyway, I just feel better that David got such a good deal on his truck, because we were figuring out how much he's paid. He went to a loan shark when he got the first car, because they really took advantage of him. Because he had no credit. He was a first-time buyer. You know, like it was terrible the way they treated him. But he wanted to do everything on his own, and they gave him a 24.2% interest on his loan. I said, David. He said, why is that bad? I go, yes, that's bad. He ended up, by the time he would have got done paying for that car, he would have paid almost $20,000 in interest if he would have kept the car for the whole 5-year loan. Because he's had it for like 2 years, I think, something like that. So he still had another 3 years to pay on it, and he would have paid almost $20,000 in interest. And with this truck that he got, when he's all said and done paying for it after 5 years, he's only going to pay about $2,000 in interest. I said, David, see why interest makes a difference? Because I think his interest is 2.2, whereas he was, 24.2 or something like that before? I said, David, interest. Remember that. If anything, learn from your grandma. She's terrible with money, but she's really good at handling other people's money. I should let other people handle my money, I guess. No, we're not going to let that happen. I have enough money just to live by, and I have a good life. I have a good life, and I have just my father always, when my father died, he told me that all he wanted was some change in his pocket, just in case there was an entry fee into heaven. And that's all I ask, is just for some change in my pocket when I go, because you know I'm not going to be wearing a dress. I am not going to spend all of eternity in a dress. I told my family that. Do not put me in a dress, just in case. Just in case. I have to stay with the clothes I came with. I want to be comfortable. So put some comfortable clothes on me and not a dress. So, which reminds me of a story. When I was working at Montgomery Ward's, I never wore a dress. Never wore a dress. And there was this one young kid that was probably, I'm trying to think, I was 38 and he was 23. And he was like a baby-faced young man. He was a nice guy. And we were kidding the one time, and he was saying, how come you never wear a dress? And I said, well, because I don't. And he says, well, you're a girl. Girls are supposed to wear dresses. And I go, well, you're a boy, and you're supposed to grow a beard. Because I knew he was having a hard time growing a beard. So he says, well, that's kind of nasty. And I go, well, you know, I guess I didn't mean it to be that way. And he says, well, I'll tell you what. I'll bet you that I will grow a beard within a month. It may not be a full beard, but it'll be a wispy beard. And if I do, you have to wear a dress to work for the whole 8-hour shift. You can't pick a short shift, because we had like short shifts where we only worked like 4 hours, or we had a long shift where we worked 9 hours. He says, you have to work a long shift on a Saturday, because that was our long shifts, and you have to wear a dress. The whole kebab. You got to put makeup, get your hair done, everything. And I was so sure that this young man was not going to be able to grow a beard. I said, you're on. Oh my gosh. He grew that beard within a month. He had a really full set of beard. He had a whole beard. So the month is over, and he says, okay. And I go, well, I don't have a dress. And he says, oh, every girl has a dress. And I go, no, I don't have a dress. I don't have a dress. He says, well, guess what? You're buying a dress. Let's go over to the women's department, because you're wearing a dress tomorrow. So I had to go over to the women's department, and I had to buy a dress. I had to buy some nylons, which back then was pantyhose. I had to buy some dress shoes, and I had to go get some makeup over at the drugstore, and I did my own hair because I had a curling iron. And I showed up for work on Saturday, fully garbed. Everybody came by my department to look at me, like I was a creature in the zoo, because they couldn't believe that Sandy, who's worked here for like 5 years, is wearing a dress, makeup, and has her hair done to boot. I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. But I did wear it the whole time, and then when it was all done, I said, you know what, I probably should have just bet you $25, because it would have been way cheaper than buying all the paraphernalia that I needed for this bet. But I don't even know if I have the picture. If I have a picture, I'll insert it here, but I don't think I have the picture, because I think he took a picture of me and was circulating throughout the store. But if I do have the picture, I'll put it here, but I don't think I have it. But anyway, once again, lost my train of thought. The older I get, the faster I lose it. But I'm enjoying life. You know what? If I can't remember what's going on, then I don't remember if I've lived it before, and so I'll relive it, and it'll be a whole new experience to me. I love it. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.